Can you first explain to those of us who might not understand fully what the IIJA and ARPA is?
So the ARPA is an acronym for the American Rescue Plan that was passed last year. The initial reason for it was to bring us out of the funk we were in because of the pandemic economic funk. There's a few dollars that are still go out for that plan. And those dollars, some of those dollars are going to be used to put in high-speed internet opportunities. I think the money that come into Montana will connect up about 61,000 people who didn't have high-speed internet connections before. The IIJA is, quite frankly, an acronym I'll never get used to because I just call it the Bipartisan Infrastructure Bill. It's a bill that 5 Republicans and 5 Democrats, I was one of the Democrats, crafted, and we got passed a year ago. And it invests money into everything from high-speed internet to highways to electrical transmission to water projects. It's a great bill. It's a great bill for Montana and rural America. Those are two pieces. And by the way, that particular bill has some additional dollars going out over and above the American Rescue Plan Act to once again lay fiber for high-speed internet so that we can get everybody connected. The goal was, when I helped write this bill, is that, and I think we'll achieve this goal, is that once that bipartisan infrastructure bill is fully implemented, everybody in the state of the Montana will have access to high-speed internet.
So going off that, there are some areas in Montana that are a little bit more deadly or dangerous to drive on. Will this bill also expand internet to service to certain areas that might be so remote that there is none, and like Lolo
Yes.
Pass, for example, very remote, no service, and if someone were to get in a car accident and need critical care, they can't necessarily get to it? Would that kind of help save lives?
So I think one of the advantages that we're going to get from high-speed internet is also better cell service. And in your particular case, we were talking about an accident on Lolo Pass, or, up by me, I'm on the wrong side of the digital divide many times when I'm driving down the road. And if you get in a wreck, getting a hold of first responders is a real problem. This is going to be an added benefit to this. Once the high-speed internet cable's in the ground, there's going to be a lot more opportunity for good cell service too. And as I said earlier, this gets done right, which so far so good. Every corner of the state will be wired, and that'll be good for emergency services. It'll be good for education, healthcare, be good for business, be good for working families.
For sure. And what has already been approved for the Western Montana regions of Montana?
Yeah, so as of right now, there's in Western Montana, I think Lincoln and Flathead counties are the ones that get the money right now. But it's gonna impact everybody. I wouldn't worry about it if you're not in the first tranche of money. Most of this is determined by who's available to start work and when. And then there's a number of counties in the east that got some dollars too. But as I said before, as these dollars roll out, and it's based on need and it's based on availability for high-speed internet now, you'll see the dollars continue to go to the places where the high-speed internet is needed.
So it will go from order of most important to kind of work its way down. Is that?
Yeah, I mean, based on workforce. I mean, really, I think they're doling the money out now based on who can actually get the job done. And that I think is how the dollars are going to be going out over the long haul too.
Perfect. So you were saying in emails and on your website that this will create almost 800,000 jobs total. Is that going to be mostly in Montana, or is that kind of all over the United States? And if it is all over the United States, how many of those jobs will be in Montana?
Well, I can tell you that it's hard to predict how many jobs it's going to create, but it's going to do good things for Montana. I will just tell you that. And the reason is because if you want to live in Montana and you might want to work for a company that's in Paris, France, you'll be able to do it as long as that job allows you to work remotely. If you're a business and you want a headquarter in Montana and you might want to hire people from Montana, or you might want to hire people from Silicon Valley, you can do that. And so I think having the outdoor assets that we have in Montana, God's infrastructure, so to speak, is going to attract a lot of people. And if they can do business while being able to enjoy our great outdoors, I think you're going to see economic activity, jobs created, businesses expanded like we've never seen before in my lifetime.
Gotcha. And so you did grow up here in Montana. So is this something that you could have ever dreamed of as a child and now being the senator for the Treasure State?
So, time moves on and things change. And, I remember we used to have a party line at home, a telephone line where all your neighbors were on and heard you speak. And we got private lines when I was in high school. That was a big deal. Now this is like game changer. This is like, who would ever thunk it that you can actually be on a video call in Washington, D.C. talking to somebody in Missoula, Montana. It's going to be even cooler when somebody that lives outside of Webo can talk to somebody in London, England, and that's going to be available. And it's going to be you're going to be able to do that. You just got to have the infrastructure to be able to do that. I'm excited about this. I think the internet offers some great opportunities. Look, there's some challenges with the internet too, but the bottom line is it offers some great opportunities for healthcare, education, and business that just aren't going to be there unless you get the infrastructure laid. And that was the whole point behind what we did in the bipartisan infrastructure bill that we got passed about a year ago.
Perfect. And kind of what you were saying. So, for you personally, why did you introduce this to the Senate yourself, or was it was the group that did?
It was a group effort. I will tell you that there was 10 people in total, 5 Republicans, 5 Democrats, that negotiated this bill out over about 5 or 6 months. And then we introduced it, and leadership gave us enough space so we could get this thing done. And we did. It ended up being a pretty darn good piece of legislation that was paid for. It did not add to the national debt.
Perfect. And I know you mentioned that this will not raise taxpayer dollars. What is one thing that you want the people in Montana to know that might see, this large amount of money and think my taxpayer dollars are going up? Where is there like a word or a statement of confidence that you can give to Montanans?
Yeah, absolutely. Look, spending is a big deal. We almost defaulted on our debt here a month ago. I think that if we're going to continue to be the world leader, we have to have 21st century infrastructure. This bill that we passed is the biggest investment in infrastructure since the Eisenhower administration, when they set up the interstate system. The world has changed a lot since the 1950s. If we're going to keep up and we're going to compete worldwide, particularly with our adversaries, we've got to have 21st century infrastructure. And that's what this bill was all about. And I think it's going to move the United States forward in a way where we can maintain our position as a world leader economically and militarily, out into the future.
Absolutely. So why do you think it's taken so long for internet and more infrastructure to become kind of a forefront of Congress's mind?
Money. I mean, it costs money to lay fiber in the ground. It really does. And it's pretty expensive. And there's a lot of folks that would rather not have the internet, not spend the money. I think it's pretty important if we're going to compete to have high-speed internet. In fact, I think it's critical. And if we choose not to make the investment, we're certainly never going to collect the dividend.
Absolutely. And what is the timeline for this bill to be fully complete from groundbreaking to the last person in Montana to get high-speed internet?
It's going to vary, but I really do anticipate it'll be 4 or 5 years. And I don't think that's a bad thing. I think that's a good thing. And if it takes a little longer, so be it. If it takes a little less, that's a good thing. But I think making sure we have the workforce to get the fiber in the ground at a reasonable rate, to get the biggest bang for the taxpayer's dollar, to make sure that there's proper planning behind the projects, all that stuff takes a little time. And I think that's good. I think in the end, 4 or 5 years isn't that long. And if it takes 6 or 7, and it could, but people need to be patient and understand that this stuff is going to be a game changer for a lot of families in this state.
Absolutely. And so has the technology been there to do this bill for a while and it's just now is coming? Why do you think that is, that even like private companies haven't decided to invest in that technology that's been around?
Well, I think in Montana's case, it has a lot to do with population, and then it has a lot to do with cost. And And I think that those two kind of are loggerheads with one another. You've got to have the population base to be able to lay the cable to be able to make the money back on the infrastructure costs. These dollars are going to be supplied by the American taxpayer. And so what that means is hopefully we can get the fiber in the ground a lot more efficiently and a lot quicker. And the cost for the services in the end should take into account that the taxpayer, the customer basically paid for the line to begin with. So I think this is a win-win for Montana. You know, as soon as we get the fiber in the ground, we're going to see benefits from that.
Absolutely. And kind of switching gears a little bit to what your office just sent out, $25 million going to, I believe it's $25 million going to downtown Missoula and some money going to Hamilton as well. When you
this is a different set of projects.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
This is transportation. This is cars, bicycles, walking, and Missoula put forth a proposal that will address transportation issues, transportation connectivity in their downtown area, and I think it's they've got the money now. We can get the business leaders, local businesses to work with local leaders to make sure that this project meets the need of Billings is going to be really, really important. Not Billings, but Missoula is going to be really, really important. And we look forward to some good things happening. Look, Missoula's been a high growth area for a long, long time. And the ability to make sure their transportation infrastructure meets the need of that community is really important. And I think this is a giant step forward for the downtown area of Missoula.
Absolutely. And kind of going off that too, I know we've done a little bit of reporting on roads and just how hard they can be on cars and tires in general. Is that something that this bill is also going to address, is how, I guess, rough the roads can get as well?
So, you know, you bring up a really good point. Good infrastructure saves money. I always tell people I've got a highway coming out of Big Sandy, Montana that is 1.5 miles from my house. And I was growing up, that highway wasn't there. We were going through tires and aligning cars, and cars weren't lasting near as long. That highway has saved us a lot of money. And it's the same thing if you're living in downtown Missoula. If you got a bunch of potholes, if it's rough roads, it takes a toll on vehicles. And if that infrastructure is good infrastructure, you'll find that it'll save you a lot of money because you can run those vehicles for a lot longer. And this is going to help. This is going to help in that regard, because this infrastructure, once done, will be new, and it'll meet the needs of Missoula in the 21st century.
Absolutely. So those who are wanting to move to Montana, who might look at it as not necessarily as modern as Seattle, Portland, Denver, what would you say to them about this bill in particular and how it'll help Montana, and specifically, I can't say the word, I'm sorry, and Missoula especially, kind of push that direction?
Yeah, so what I would tell you, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. And Missoula's got things Seattle doesn't have, and Seattle's got things Missoula doesn't have. But in the end, infrastructure is what we're talking about here. And if you've got good infrastructure, then you've got a good business climate. You've got the opportunity for working families to make a good wage, and your quality of life is improved. And so that's the whole idea behind this. And when it comes to Montana, there ain't no better place to live, because quality of life is just pretty darn good.
I agree. So just 2 more questions for you. First one is, what would you want the communities that are remote and don't have internet access, what would you want to tell them today about this bill?
Well, look, the cavalry's on the way. I mean, I think there's an opportunity here to get some internet, to get some cable in the ground. I would tell them that if they don't have internet, go to the library where they do have internet. Take a look at those FCC maps. You Google it up; they'll take you right to them. And make sure that yours is one of the places, if you don't have internet, that's listed not to have internet, because a lot of this is going to be based on, not a lot of it, all of it's going to be based off those maps and the accuracy of those maps, which has been pretty darn good, by the way. But it's important that they continue to be updated to make sure the accuracy continues moving forward, so that we know when we allocate dollars that it actually is going to go to places that don't have high-speed internet.
For sure. And then the last one is, if someone had never heard of these 2 bills before, what is one statement that you would want to ask or say to them so they understand what is coming to Montana?
So I think two words would be game changer. These two bills, with their investment infrastructure, will change the game for business, healthcare, education, and working families in Montana.